What up, world? It's your boy Vic.XL. This is Riding Dirty News and Reviews. Let's get into it. Time to talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 3, Episode number 6, The Apology Tour. Alright, this thing definitely picks up where the last episode left off, and it's the fight at the Trina boot camp. And when I say the fight at the Trina boot camp, I'm talking about Nikki Natural. I'm talking about Sukiana. I'm talking about K Million. I'm talking about Hood Brat. That's right. They had a big fight. Basically, that's where the last show ended. And it picks up with Trina basically trying to be the voice of reason when it comes to Nikki. She actually goes outside once Nikki has been escorted outside by security. She tries to be the voice of reason, but no, not Nikki Natural. Nikki Natural is not having it. She immediately goes off on Trina, calls her all kind of bitches, and say they jumped on me. Now, Nikki somehow, I guess in her mind, is holding Trina responsible for getting jumped on. I'm sorry, Nikki. They got at your ass because of your arrogance, all right? Your lack of humility. That's why they got on your ass. I just want to tell you that. But then you calling Trina all kind of bitches, and that leads them, you know what? One time for my girl Joy, because Joy is like I am about my cousin, and when someone is attacking her cousin, she's in attack mode. And Joy, she's just dead at it. Now, she never puts hands on Nikki Natural, and she's held back by security, but when she hears Trina being called all kind of bitches, and she hears Trina upset, she sees Trina on the phone talking to Trick Daddy, Joy jumps into action. Matter of fact, Joy jumps into action. It's so funny. Joy had on some heels with some straps, and Joy turned them joints into the Fred Flintstone shoes. And what I mean by that is they do a lot of close-ups of Joy, and all you see are the straps still around her ankle, and basically her ass is barefoot because the shoes are hanging to the side. So Joy was definitely all about that action. She wanted that smoke, and she wasn't going to let nobody talk about her cousin Trina. So that's where that stands, man. Boot camp is off. Boot camp is off. Nikki Natural, someone definitely needs to give you some classes when it comes to humility. All right, next thing you know, we see my man Briscoe. He's in the, as I call it, the testimonial booth, and he's basically talking about how he wants his family back and how he know going to prison, leaving his family, screwed up his life. So we're gonna keep you posted on what happens with that. All right, so we see my man MJ, and he's having dinner with his sister Shay. And, Shay is just reconfirming and reiterating how, she loves her brother, but she don't want him in the middle of her and Amada. And she just feel betrayed how Amada is trying to befriend JoJo again. Well, you know what? In walks Amada. All right? In walks Amada. And Amada basically, she's basically come to peace with the entire situation. And she's letting Shay know how much she misses their sisterhood and their friendship. She misses the FaceTimes early in the morning for absolutely nothing. And she's basically telling Shay about how she's fired Julian and she's embarking on this whole new venture without management. And, basically it's good to see that sisterhood and her and Shay make up. Number one, I guess for the benefit of Shay and MJ being brothers and sisters and just to rebuild their friendship. So, kudos to the ladies for working it out. All right, we see my girl Hood Brat and her boyfriend Kenny. All right, I gotta say, Kenny is one of the biggest voices of reason this season on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Hood Brat is basically telling Kenny, she's one time for Hood Brat, she has a niece and nephew, and they're at some type of jumpy type of amusement park where it's like trampolines and they're bouncing around, and she's spending quality time with them, and she's also having this, conversation with Kenny, who, like I said, he's her boyfriend, but he's a great voice of reason. And she's talking about the fight and how basically the fight has led to Trina canceling the tour, the boot camp, everything. And Kenny is basically telling her, like, listen, you say you're on a mission, you're trying to get your niece and nephew to the next level, and you need these finances that can help your career. You got to get your emotions in check, all right? You can't get upset every time someone says something to you. You can't get upset when people don't agree. You can't get upset when people talk about you. You got to get your emotions in check if you want to have a good career in this business. And you know what? Hood Brat agrees. She agrees, and she basically lets him know that, I'm going to try to meet with Trina to see if maybe I can change her mind. So we'll keep you posted. We'll see what happens. Next thing you know, we see my girl Prima Donna, and Prima Donna is in the booth. And who knew Prima Donna had skills. But yes, Prima Donna's in the booth doing her thing on her latest video shoot. And my man Trick Daddy is there to check it out. And I gotta say, Prima Donna on this particular song, she has some bars. I ain't mad at her. But for someone who says she wasn't offended by the whole little pig incident in her party, Prima Donna now is definitely on a beef campaign. And the video and the song she's recording is a diss record to Miss Jocelyn Hernandez. So I'm definitely going to keep you guys posted when that drop. I'll definitely give you guys the link. The bars are okay. She's basically talking to Trick Daddy, letting them know that she had a chance to meet with Jocelyn's former manager. And basically that Jocelyn ain't shit. She ain't shit. Her manager don't rock with her. Nobody rocks with her. She's hit the bottom of the barrel. She's so low. She's down there with the devil, and she don't want to be there. But she is going to use this opportunity to diss her and cash in. So, Prima Donna, kudos to you keeping it business, putting out a diss record at Jocelyn. Hopefully you ladies will keep it on wax, not make it too ratchet and fight when y'all see in the street. All right, my man Briscoe, I told you, he wants his family back. So he's having dinner with his longtime ex-girlfriend, Cello. And Cello is definitely the mother of Briscoe's youngest child, and they had a 12-year relationship. The relationship ended once Briscoe went to jail, and he just wants to reconcile. And they're having a little verbatim back and forth about the relationship and how it was, what went wrong, what went right. And Briscoe is just telling him, like, look, I just, you're good for me, and I want you back. The problem appears is, like a lot of women who've been through a lot of shit with men, she's not really sold. And she's like, you just got out of jail, and I just feel like you're pretty much saying what you got to say to get back right. And Briscoe, this is kind of man-like. He almost accuses her of running wild. He basically made it seem like she didn't care that he was cheating. And my girl's like, I didn't care? Man, I tracked your phone. I tracked you all the way to another woman's house. What do you mean I didn't care? And that kind of stopped Briscoe's in his tracks from blaming her for the downfall of the relationship. But he does ask her, is there a chance? And, good for him, because Cello tells him there is a chance. So hopefully Briscoe will keep working in the right direction and get his lady and his family back, because seeing fathers in the house with their families is always a plus, especially when there's men or little boys and they need that guidance. All right. So Hood Brat, as promised, she says she's going to sit down and try to talk to Trina about the fight and about, reevaluating the situation and keeping the tour, launching the tour. Well, they have a meeting, and Hood Brat is definitely pouring out her heart to Trina, letting her know about her niece and nephew, and her trying to get custody of them, and everything she wants to do. And she's just laying it all on the line about the situation and how much she needs this, and how she know this can really help her career and help her build her brand. And I give Trina credit. She hears her completely out. She hears her out. This is a very adult-like conversation, but Trina just reconfirms, like, no, I can't do it. Like, I open my doors for you ladies. This is my brand. I've worked for years and years on my brand, and I just am not willing to attach the actions of you ladies to my brand. And I'm deeply sorry, but I gave you guys an opportunity and you blew it. So Trina's not with it. And I can't say that I blame Trina, because if you put these ladies on tour together and they do this, that could definitely hurt Trina's name or destroy Trina's name, especially with everything she's going through with bad management. She just launched a new radio show, so Trina definitely got to do the best she can, being a elder statesman of the hip-hop game. She's got to definitely make wise decisions. So she basically hears Hood Brat out, but vetoes and basically lets her know, like, no, I can't do it. So we see, now, you know what? I'm going to say this. Okay, I like Love and Hip Hop. I got to say Miami's the most ratchet ever. But a lot of times when I watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, I feel like they're definitely trying their best to create stuff, and they put in a lot of stuff that's not necessary. And this next scene was absolutely not necessary. It's Amada, and she's meeting with JoJo. Now, I personally thought this meeting was I thought this was over episode 1 when she told JoJo we can't be friends again. And, they're sitting down, and it appears that Amada called for this meeting. They're sitting down, and again, JoJo's not really tripping. She's hearing Amada out, and she just basically tells JoJo that, I miss your friendship. I miss what we had, but I'm not going to disrespect Shay and be your friend. And she's trying to encourage JoJo to possibly have a meeting with Shay, and they put the rest their beef. And if Shay and JoJo can at least put aside their differences, then maybe Amada and JoJo can be friends again. I don't really understand what this chain link friend thing is about, but maybe if this is what Amada needs to be her support group, maybe that's what she needs, because I really don't understand why it's necessary at all. I don't understand it at all why it's necessary. So, we're going to see. But, one thing I thought was really, really funny, JoJo definitely did drop a little dirt and say that I know MJ. I do know MJ, and at one point in time, we're all in each other's DMs and texting and things like that. Well, Mata says, you know what? I'm not even tripping. I'm not going to trip over nothing my boyfriend done when he wasn't my boyfriend. So she takes the adult role. All right, next up we see, and I gotta say shout out to Saucy Santana. Definitely, Saucy Santana is a rapper, drag rapper, transgender rapper. I'm not sure, but Saucy Santana is definitely making waves on the Miami scene. Saucy Santana has definitely been linked to the City Girls. He's definitely, she, whatever you want to call it, is definitely a part of the City Girl camp. But we're on the video shoot for Saucy Santana, and on the song that he's doing, I think my girl K Million is a part of that song. But as they break and, take a little break from shooting the video, in walks Suki and in walks Hood Brat. And, Suki definitely letting us know that she definitely rocks with Saucy Santana. Saucy Santana's on the come up. They got collabs. They've been working together, and Saucy Santana is her guy. And, Hood Brat and her is cool. So these four are sitting down, and Hood Brat basically lets Suki and K Million know that I had a chance to talk to Trina. I was hoping to encourage her to possibly move forward with the tour, and she definitely let me know in the kindest way that no. The situation just basically was the straw that broke the camel's back, and she's not rocking with us. And, and none of them they're upset because they know this was an opportunity for them to build their brand, but it appears to me that they all appear to understand why Trina is not moving forward with this tour. So, this is the one time I've seen these three act adult-like. But Saucy Santana basically lets them know, like, look, Suki, you're definitely doing your thing on social media. Hood Brat, you definitely got the streets on lock of Miami. And K Million, you definitely got records that are doing their thing at radio. No disrespect to Trina, but why do y'all need Trina? And he suggests that they put together their own tour. And they all somewhat agree, or they all definitely hint at this is something that we need to think about and consider. So we're going to definitely keep you guys posted and see if there's going to be a Sukiana, Hood Brat, a K Million tour, or is this going to lead to those three falling out? And hopefully, if they do it, hopefully they'll put Saucy Santana on it too. I'm telling you, they'll have strip clubs, drag clubs, everything on smash if they do this tour. All right, I can't really rewind, but I want to talk about a scene that I didn't talk about. There's a scene where Amada, her and Trina meet, but they have a meeting at this, it's not really a rehearsal studio, it's like an amphitheater, and Amada is letting Trina know that this is my first venture without Julian as my manager. She struck a deal with Boost Mobile, and she's going to be doing like I guess an Amada concert series or an Amada concert, but it's sponsored by Boost Mobile, and she it seems like it's probably about a 1,000, 2,000 seat amphitheater, and she's definitely looking forward to doing her thing with that. And like I say, it's her first venture. She's in charge of lighting, everything, whether opening acts, whatever the case may be. She's definitely in charge of it with the help of Boost Mobile. So I'm glad to see her definitely doing her thing without Julian, because that's a big step for artists to take the reins of their career and push forward. So good luck to Amada, and hopefully this partnership with Boost Mobile works. And hopefully she'll get Trina to be part of it. I think that'll be a good little small venue tour, Amada, Del Negro, and Trina. All right, so the show closes with everybody receiving these text messages. And I thought this was hilarious. This is definitely some made from Hollywood shit. We see Bobby Lights, We see Prima Donna. We see Briscoe get a phone call. We see Joy. But basically, everyone is discussing the story that I gave you guys about a month ago about Trick Daddy being found asleep at the wheel of his car, failing a sobriety test, him basically getting a DUI, and them finding cocaine on him allegedly. Everyone is basically receiving the text message, and they're basically in awe and know how detrimental this is going to be for Trick's career, especially with him trying to rebuild it the way he is. So we're going to keep you guys posted, man. We're going to be back next week with more Season 3 Love and Hip Hop. But this has been your Season 3, Episode 6, the Apology Tour Love and Hip Hop Recap. This is your boy Vic XL. This is Riding Dirty News and Reviews. All right? Y'all definitely keep posted. Hit that like button. Please subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend. We got them reviews. Y'all there? Yeah.